What is up, people, and welcome back to the channel. So, I hope you've been keeping up. I really do. So, I had a couple of pants days. If you notice, I messed up my uploads last week. I haven't been good again. So, what I've actually been doing is working on the chassis in my own time. Just, getting bits done here and there. And now it is 98, 90, 98, 90, 95. We're going 95. We're 95% finished. So I'm going to show you where I am and what is left to do. There is a touch of welding, and that is it. Right, I'll show you what I've done. So, ta-da, we'll zoom out, shall we? Ta-da. So this is where we are as of now. She's pretty much as far as I am taking this, because the chap wants to make his own gussets. The chap who's got having this, he actually builds race cars, maintains race cars. So he knows a few things about making a few gussets and actual race car preparation. So let's go through a few bits and bobs that you may have not seen. Hang on. My darling other half is calling. Right, dinner's ready. Anyway, she can wait a minute. She won't mind. She loves me. Right, so all of this, you've seen the midsection. The back end is all in. So you should have just watched me finishing up these. So these are all nice welded. We've got doubles. This is tacked in. All this is square and true. Central, so it's not under. I think both of these are running at about plus 0.1 of a degree up, which is where you want it to be nice and settled, and that's with this under no torsion. Yeah, so this is sort of free play. Well, once it's undone, so I put a small washer in there, a really thin shim, so there's a little bit of play in it. So when you get your new arm in and it all gets greased up, there's a small amount of pull. Yeah, because if I made this to size, it'd be really tight to fit. So there's a small amount of pull just to get everything to go. So as I say, this has got a slight up of like 0.1, 0.15 of a degree, and it's in its loose state. So it's not dead square taut to get out to straight away, because you're going to want to move it up. And the more you move these up, the more tension you put this bar under. You know what I mean? So all this is going to get fully welded, but we could do a nice down weld, but it's not the strongest weld, is it? Downward welds are not the strongest welds. So this and that will all get done at the same time. So it'll be up on its side, and then I could really pull the weld down in there. Do you know what I mean? So I can force the weld to run into the crevice. You know what I'm on about. So then I can really start paling it in like this, nice and slow, getting nice penetration on both, getting the heat in there, and just slowly work my way down to just fill this cavity up. Across the top, bottom, and then exactly the same on the inside. So we've got a few tacks here to hold them in it, but this is going to be the same. So when the chassis is on its left-hand side, I'll do the outside of this one and the inside of that one. And when you flip it over, I'll do the outside of the other one and the inside of this one. So we're getting some nice full welds in there. So this is solid. Then this is going to get capped with a piece of flat. So it'll get welded again and again. So this is going to be solid as a rock. They're done. The back exhaust tunnel brace is in. The front exhaust tunnel brace is in. I've run this one taller, because if they want to bring the exhaust down at an angle through, so I think if this one was K-series, the manifold would be on the back. So it'd be nice to get a lot of space to get it through and in, or you can run your gear selector in there as well. A centre brace. Then we have got steering rack mounts on. Yeah, so this basically is just to hold everything in place, get it nice. This is thick wall, 265, 1 inch. That gap there is not going to change. So there is no chance of this flexing. There is being. I am not putting any rear mounts on this chassis. He's building them himself because his front subframe is tubular. So he wants to incorporate his own design into there. So I've said that's fine because I've seen his welds and he knows what he's freaking doing. So the rack mounts, look, we are fitted in. We have steering rack mounts fitted on. So this is the rack mount as it sits at the minute. So this is my mounting block, which I had to mill down because I brought the wrong ones. These are 8 mil thick and I milled them down to 6 mil thick. We are TIG welded all the way around. The whole thing's TIG welded round, and this this tube is coped in, fully welded all the way around. I don't know if you can see, yeah. Then it comes up and it's mounted, fully welded, some nice welds onto this. So we are nice and strong. Slight gap there. And then if we go around the other side, slight gap there. So that's, we are true. Everything's true and square. And you could even put a little gusset in here if you wanted to. I mean, it's not necessary, but because these bars, the subframe is doing most of the work to hold the steering rack wherever it is. The subframe ain't going to move. The steering rack ain't going to move. This is just to help support and brace everything up. So these are doing the job of just holding your dimensions. And yeah, I suppose they are sort of part of the chassis. Yeah, I suppose they are, aren't they, really? You know, it's all triangulated as well. Yeah, this one's the same. Thingy, the plates TIG welded all the way around. Fully welded. I mean, all these welds need a good clean down. But yeah, so that's in. There is one weld left to do here, which is a pain to get to because of all of this. So once the subframe's dropped out, that'll be done. And that is about it. There's another one of these to go in. But what I'm going to do is send 2 with the car. Another tall one, another short one. So once he's got his seat mounted where he wants, then he can put another one. Normally there's another one here. But he can put 1 in, 2 in. And I'm going to send some length of tube for here. I think he's going to have small ones, but I'll send them with you. It's just going to be so much better once the seats are in. You can physically see what's going on, do you know what I mean? So yeah, we are done. We are nice. I don't know if you can see. We are nice, true look, nothing sagging down. The actual chassis at the minute, look, as you can see, it's off. Oh, can you even see it? Yeah, it's off the table all the way to the back in the middle. It's sitting on, it's not really rocking. Not really rocking, but it's sitting on this. So if we, all right, drop it down. I don't know if you're going to see that. We are very nice, even gap. So that's sitting up on the welds, remember? Because I haven't linished the welds off. So we have no warping, no twisting. We are nice and even all the way around, which is to denote that you've built it well. If any of these are flexing, buckling, stop it, you know what I mean? That point there, these are, fuck no, that's where the welds are, isn't it? So that's what you see in the welds underneath. See how it's also flush all the way across. So yeah, that's gonna be welded, that's gonna be welded, that's gonna be welded. The back of that one section's gotta be welded. And then the front subframe's gotta come off. And then we'll do a full inspection of every weld, get the wire brushes on them just to check every weld is the best as it can be. And then it's going to come off the table. Of course, we've got the subframe back for the R1. So we'll be cracking on with that as well. But we've got to do that. Got to do that. Anyway, that's all I've got time for because the wife's called me for dinner. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. See you later, people.